Okay, heels together, Chari, Chunyin. Excellent. Okay. So let's go through Yongay. So you need a bit of space forwards, backwards, sideways. Obviously, we're never going to have enough space in our lounge or sometimes even in our garden to do some of these black belt patterns. So we're going to have to shuffle around. All right. So 준비, Yongay through. Ready? And my time. Hana. Good. So nice fluid movement. 둘. 셋. 넷. 다섯. Keep it nice and flat. 하나. 둘. 셋. 넷. Making sure that's coming from the rib cage. You know, sometimes we can bring this hand up this way. Don't forget. And so from there. 하나. 둘. 셋. 넷. 다섯. 여섯. 하나. 둘. 셋. 넷. 다섯. 여섯. 일곱. 하나. 둘. 셋. 넷. So right up to the center. So the center line this way. It looks off because of the camera line. 하나. Have the body side facing on this one. So your stance is facing this way. 하나. 둘. 셋. 넷. Same thing. Nice. Right in the center, level the eyes. 하나. 둘. 셋. 넷. 다섯. 여섯. 일곱. 하나. 둘. 셋. 넷. So make sure that's an inward block, level the chest. 하나. 둘. 셋. Yongay. Haro. And show. Good. So now we're going to do it in our own time. But I'm going to face the other way. So hopefully, if you've got any issues, you can go back to this video. You can look at those techniques facing this way. And then when we do it in our own time, which we're going to do now, I'm going to face this way. So then it's good, you're going to be able to see the movements when I turn around. Okay? Okay, so Yongay tul, Kunongshi. 준비. Again, you have to shuffle around as much as you can. Ready. And 시작. Yongay. Haro. Some of those moves so that we can do a few of those fundamentally up and down. Okay? Okay, so give yourself a bit of space. So first of all, we'll pick out this long fist punch. So the idea of this is to try and get the long fist as a long fist and this fist as a normal fist. All right? Rather than both as a long fist this way. So I would prepare, loosely prepare, and then do the punch. All right, so give yourself a bit of space. I'm not going to tell you to go forwards or backwards. We'll start off forwards, and then I'll just keep shouting, and you do whatever you need to do with the space that you have. Okay? 준비, and 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯. Now this one, it doesn't twist at the last bit here. You tend to come up here and then it's almost straight as it goes forwards. Because I think it's more of a strike than a punch, right? So I think General Che, just because it was the shape of a fist coming from the hip, it's in a straight line. You know, I think this could have been classed as a strike rather than a punch, all right? But think of it as just striking or punching the bone, so it's more superficial than actually causes internal hemorrhage. Okay, this time, let's have a look at a high knife and strike, because I think this can catch us out because we don't normally do a high knife and strike. So I think if we can practice this maybe, I don't know, 10, 15 times, then it will get a little bit of muscle memory in striking high as opposed to always striking middle. Now we're not going to do the stamping motion, we're just going to step in our stance, doing a high knife and strike, okay? 준비, stepping forwards, first of all, 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열, 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열, and 바로 shot. Good. So keep on trying to practice that one if you can, just so that you get used to doing a high strike instead of always being middle. All right. Now we're going to have a look at this double shape block with reverse knife hand. A common mistake on here is not getting the shape of the hands in the right position, making sure the wrists aren't bent this way. And another common mistake is not being symmetrical, right? So we've got to try and be symmetrical. So this got to look the same. So a good way to do this is to do it either in front of a door, a glass door, so you can see yourself, or in front of a mirror. Because what you might think is symmetrical, it might not be, yeah? So sometimes we have to look at ourselves to actually see it and then feel it. Because what we feel might be symmetrical isn't, all right? So we need to double check that. So we're just gonna do a step to the left, a step to the right, all right? So we go from a parallel ready stance, we go to the left first, this way, and then we're gonna step across, same technique, okay? So get ready, so to your left. 하나, good. 둘, step across, set, back again, good. So feel it, feel your shoulders, feel this position here, reverse knife hand, symmetrical. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열, and 바로 shot. Good. So just keep practicing that one, and as I say, just check it, make sure that they are the same. Now we're going to do a check-in block with the twin straight forearm. Now, it's not really what it says because the forearms aren't really straight, right? Although they are straight, but they do fall in a little bit from the elbows. So they are straight this way, yeah? But from the hand to the elbows, there's about a 45-degree angle, okay? So this one is for blocking, say, reverse turning kick, and you're just stopping it, All right, bang, this way. So you're just checking it, you're stopping. Now, Master Che said this probably should have been called a stopping block rather than a checking block, because the technique's coming at you, you're not deflecting it in any way, you're just stopping it from hitting you. And it's better to hit your arms than it is to hit your chest or your face. Okay, so once again, we're going to go from parallel stance, this way, step across, this way. So if you're looking from the side, there is a little bit of a backward movement and a forward movement. Backward movement, forward. So although we are sort of stopping it, but we're also meeting it this way, all right? So we're not trying to deflect it, but we have to create some sort of movement in that direction for it to be powerful enough. We're not just putting the arms up and stopping it, okay? So we're not just going from this position, putting the arms there. We are actually doing an action to try and meet it, to give us some chance of actually stopping it, all right? Okay, to me, so to your left first. Hala. Good, level the eyes, step across. 2, 1, 2. Set. 1, 2. Net. Dos. Yes. Elbow. Yell. Ayo. Yell. Good. And poro. Shut. Now we're going to do a back fist downward strike. So we're going to try and go from one to the other, right? So this helps us maintain the side-facing position. Although when we're actually doing the pattern, we're going from one position to the next. So it's a bit more difficult to get that side-facing position. So from a parallel ready stance, we go to the right first. 1, like that. Right, so it finishes level with the shoulder, not up this way. It's got to go down. And it starts from here over like that in an arc. 1, this way, this way, this way, this way. So it's one movement like that, not 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1. Okay, ready? Let's go to your right first. Ha! Good. 2. Set. Net. 2. Yes. Elbow. Yell. Ayo. Yell. And poro. Shot. Good. Quick look at this waist block. All right. So we get that turn when we do that waist block. So we'll go from an L stance guarding block this way. So you want to try and make it into one movement. So if you're looking from the side, you don't want to go 1, 2 this way. We need to try and somehow figure out how to get into that rear foot stance with one movement, right? This person's coming around with a reverse turning kick. We need to get inside and grab the leg. So the leg comes around here and we hold it, bang, off balance this way, or we hold it, we let go, and we strike. Okay? So, if you go forwards with your left leg, all right, so mirror me this way. We're going to go as if we're stepping backwards this way, but we're doing a forward step turn. All right, so you're doing a forward step turn. So if you go this way, so I'm going to face the same way as you. We're going to do a forward step turn because we're going to end up forward from where we are, but you're turning around clockwise, right? So from here, 1, like that. And then we go back again. So get ready. Ha! Good. And back. 2. Good. One movement. Really try and find this rear foot stance as you do it. Ready? So picture them coming round with a reverse turning kick. Round this way. And you're getting inside their body, catch their leg. So their thigh, their hamstring comes around here. And then as you hit their hamstring, their leg sort of bends with a reaction and you catch that leg. And it comes across here like this. Okay, that's what we're doing. All right? So get ready and Ha. Good. Come back again. Pull. Good. So it's nice and sharp. Set. And that's how it should be done in the pattern. It doesn't say slow, fast. It just says nothing. So you do it application speed. Yeah. Good. Now change your stance. So you got your right leg forwards. Now we're going to go anti-clockwise. Okay? But once again, we're trying to get it one this way. So really try and think of that application. Ready? And hold on. Good. Come back. Pull. Come back. Set. Come back. No. Come back. Toss. Come back. Yes. Good. Come back. One more. Hana. And paro. So get that as application. Bang. Nice and sharp. I don't want to see sort of this motion here. We're going from that L stance into a rear foot stance. From there, this way. So you're really trying to make it work. Okay? Very important. All right? Okay, let's just whiz through Ulji in my time, and then we might have to stop there, and then we'll pick up Ulji in our own time on Friday, and then Munmu. All right, and some fundamentals from those. Okay, so we're going to have to shuffle around quite a lot on this one. Okay, to me. Ready, one, hana, two, hana, two, set, net. So this one's side fist on top of under fist. Net. Dos. Yes. Yogo. Hana. Two. Set. Net. Middle double forearm. Hana. Two. Set. Net. High punch. It's a low kick, high punch. Hana. All the way around. Hana. Good. Give yourself a bit of space. And round. Hana. You can do a high kick. Hana. Okay, so this one, high kick. Now with those hands, so let's go back to here. From this position, don't leave the hands down, because then you'll do this. Okay, so I've already sort of mentioned that to a few of you. So from this position, so watch my hands. Okay, so if you bring them up to prepare, so from here, high kick. Here, rib cage. This way. Okay, so this is fixed stance. And then we step forwards. L stance. Then release, or sorry, wedging block, front snap kick, twin vertical punch. Ready? Good. Then we're going to do knife and block, palm pushing block. This is fixed stance. Then L stance with a slide. Good. So from there, 1, 2, 3. Turning kick, back kick. All the way around, not like in Chungmu. And then you're going to step back. Palm, upper block. And you're going to go backward step turn. Circular block. You're going to do the right foot sitting stance. Punch. And then on the spot. Uji. And the paro. Obviously not. I think the ones that can sort of throw up a few issues in Uji, obviously this one, and possibly this one as well, into the twin vertical punch. So let's have a look at that. So give yourself a bit of space. So we're going to step forwards from here, knife and block, palm pushing block at the same time. So you've got to be careful you don't end up doing 2 pushing blocks. This comes across, this goes straight. Across and straight. Across and straight. Across and straight. Okay, so let's do a few of those. Ready? Let's go forward with your left leg. So you can block here with your left arm first, and then just do whatever you need to do with your space. Okay, get ready, and hana, two, set, good, set, tosu, yosu, yogo. Okay, what I'd suggest is if you focus on one of the arms and let the other one take its own course. So maybe you need to focus more on the pushing block rather than the knife hand block, or you might have to focus more on the knife hand block and not so much on the pushing block. So try both. Okay, so now try stepping forwards and focus on the knife hand block and just let this one do what it wants to do. You might find that it comes across here. If it does, then just try and blank that out. Just focus on this one. So ready? So just focus on the knife hand block to start. Ready? Hana. Good. Now focus on the pushing block and see if that helps. Hana. Set. Net. Dos. Yos. Yogo. And paro. Sure. That might be something that you've got to continually work on. All right? But it might have helped. Focusing on one of the arms rather than trying to think of both. It might have helped to think on the knife hand. It might have helped think of the push. It's up to you. You try that. You experiment. Okay? So you experiment with that. Now we're going to step forward from here. X-fist pressing. Same sort of situation. What can happen is this. The foot sort of stays out because the arms stay out, so there's not really a front snap kick. So what I suggest is you focus on one of them again. So it might be easier for you to focus on, from here, focus on the arms and let the leg just flick out. It might be better for you to focus on the leg and just let the arms do this motion here. So try both, all right? Get ready? Forward, just do the pressing first. Hana. Now one. Hana. Good. Then you just put the foot down. Forward. Hana. Two. Hana. Good. You might feel better on one leg than the other. For me personally, my left leg feels a bit weird. It feels like it sort of hangs out a little bit. So I've got to start thinking about my foot. Again, ready? Hana. Two. Good. Back wherever you're going. Ready? Hana. Two. Set. Net. Now I'm going to shout. I want you to go 1, 2, and just put the foot down. Ready? Up. 2. Good. Set. Net. Dos. Yes. Yogo. And paro. Shot. So paro ready stance to me. So left leg up first. 1. Hana. 3, 4, 5. 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Side kick. And then the opposite hand thrust. Good. And then we're going to come around, reverse turning hooking kick. Hana. Hand just follows the leg. There's no real description about that. High reverse hook in. Knife and strike in X stance. Side facing. So your X stance is facing this way. Middle strike over the shoulder. Okay. So you've gone 1. Then you're going to turn. Left foot. Pressing block. And then another one. Good. And then you can do a left. Comes up. Side block in a right one leg stance, slow. So you go from here, turn this hand, and coming up into one leg stance. Be careful you don't go down. I see this a lot. Okay, it's not a bending stance, it is a one leg stance. 1. Now we're going to put that foot down. Hala. Bending ready. 3, 4, 5. Hala. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Other hand. Hala. Good. Thrust in the center. Reverse turning hook in. Hala. Slow. Slightly bent knee. Reach out. And again, strike. Hala. And again, press. Hala. 2. And then coming up, other way around. Again, up, remember. You might need to shuffle forward a little bit. Into a bending ready stance now. Back, high back piercing, slow. And then back. Reverse punch, good. Bending ready. Again, slow, coming underneath. Hands in front of the chest. And punch. Good. Then you're going to step back with a slide, palm downward block. Kick down, stamp with a side fist. Sliding to your right, so give yourself a bit of space. That slide, scoop punch. Knife and low block towards D. Side pushing kick to C. Foot down, reverse turning kick to C. And then a high knife and block. Good. So this time from here, we're going to step back again with slide. 1, kick, down, stamp. Don't forget that stamp. A lot of people forget the stamp. Slide with the scoop and the punch. Give yourself space. Side pushing, foot down, reverse turning, high, knife and block. That's high block. Then we're going to come forwards, double step. High twisting kick, then that's the back fist strike coming in and shift. Double step, high twisting, back fist, and shift. Center, front sweep, 1, guarding block. Now you're going to do side check in, keep the knee bent, and then a side thrusting kick, knife and strike. So that's a middle side thrusting kick, middle strike. From here, sweeping kick again, guarding block. Again, side check-in, side thrusting, strike. Give yourself space. Backward, double step turn, reverse punch. Good. Jumping into X stance, low punch. Okay, not a downward punch, a low punch. Turn, same again. So from here, jump, mid-air kick, knife and guard, double step back, arc hand, rising block right in the center. Sometimes I see this, sometimes I see this. Center above the head, and then on the spot, reverse high punch, so obverse high punch, mumu. And right leg back, karo. And sha. Okay, good. Well done. Right, let's attempt to do it in our own time, shall we? Okay, so I'll face this way, and then we'll go. Right? Okay, 준비, and 시작. Excellent. Right, let's just have a look at that palm, arc hand rising block. Okay, so give yourself a bit of space. Chui. Get ready. So just stepping forwards from there, making sure it's coming into the center. So let's go forward with your right leg, blocking with your left. Ready? Hana. Pull. Set. Net. Dos. Dos. Good. Hana. So it comes from down here. And one this way. Don't have to necessarily form it. Ready? One like that. Okay, ready? Hana. Two. Set. Net. And paro. Sure. Okay, let's do a flat fingertip thrust. So from this position, we're going to move your left foot out to the left, and we'll do a high flat fingertip thrust in sitting stance, and then we'll come back, and then we'll come across to the right, come back, across to the left, and come back. Okay, so get ready. So you're going out to your left first. Hala. And paro. Now remember, we don't come from the hip because that would be maximum twist in the thrust. And we know that we should have less twist than a punch when we do a thrusting action. So from here, maybe lift and thrusting forward this way, but it should follow a similar path to a punch. Ready? Going to your right. Hala. And paro. Make sure it goes right into the center level of the eyes. To your left. Hala. And paro. And to your right. Hala. Paro. And to your left, hala. Paro. And to your right, hala. Paro. And left, hala. Paro. And sha. Good. Okay, some other techniques I'd like to look at from Munmu is palm downward block in rear foot stance, all right? Because now we're going to do a sliding motion as we go back. So we're going to start forwards instead of starting backwards and traveling forward. I want you to start far forward as you can. So maybe you've got a couple or even 3 steps behind you. And then we can step forwards and then we're going to slide backwards. All right, so get ready. So step back with your right first so you can block with your left. Ready? Hana. Rear foot stance. Good. Two. Good. Now we're going to step forwards. Hana. Two. Set. Net. And again, back. Hana. Two. Forwards. Hana. Two. Again, there could be an error or a common error of bringing this hand back first before this hand comes down. So try and make sure both together. Okay? Ready? Hana. Two. Step back and slide. Hana. Two. Forward. Hana. Two. Now, after the block, we're going to lift, doing a side front snap kick. Ready? Hana. 1, 2, 2. Good. Step back and slide. Hana. 2. Good. Forward. Hana. 2. Set. Good. Backward slide. Hana. 2. And pro. Shut. Good. Now this time we're going to do sitting stance, knife hand low block. Now, when we're in this sitting stance, in this particular block, we've got to be careful. The common mistake is bringing this right up from here like this. Now we know that a knife hand comes from the rib cage, so in my opinion, we're still doing a low knife hand block, so it should still come from that sort of action there. 1 here. We don't necessarily have to come from the opposite rib cage, because then the block will be coming out and then back again. So we've just got to be here, this way. So if you imagine I'm going to step forward there, it's going to be my hands like that. Then I'm just going to bring them from that position here. So it's coming rib cage across, completely on the side, all right? Somebody is doing a pressing kick, possibly onto your femur, onto your thigh, and you're blocking it with the knife hand, all right? So let's do a couple of spot techniques, okay? So we're going to go to your left first. One, this way, back, back, ready? And hana, good. Haro, two, haro, set, haro, net, haro, tosu, haro, yasu, haro, yogo, haro, yede, haro, ayo, haro, and sha. Good. Another tricky technique is sliding in sitting stance. That's quite difficult. So we're going to go from sitting ready position, and then we're going to slide with a scoop. So what you've got to try and do is really reach out with this foot, and this foot then slides into the stance, right? So basically just try and maybe reach out further than you think you should without slipping over or falling. So let's go sitting stance. So we're slightly over to your right. So we're going to slide to your left, scoop with your right. One, this way. So you see from here, I've got to take my weight off this foot, so then we can really reach and slide with the other one. So it is a slide and not just a shift, okay? Because it does say slide and not shift. Okay, ready? So we're going to go to your left. Hana. Then we're going to go to the right. Two. Left. Hana. Right. Hana. Two. Set. Net. Tosu. Yasu. Yogo. Yede. Ayo. Yede. And pro shot. Good. That's one for you to practice. As I said, it's quite difficult. You've got to make sure also you maintain your sitting stance when you finish, and it doesn't go sort of something like that or this way. It is tricky, but you've got to try and practice and try and get it right. But a couple of pointers, as I said, really reach with this foot so the other foot can do a nice slide rather than just a little shift. Okay? Okay, let's have a look at a back fist side back strike and a back fist front strike, all right? Because this is quite difficult in the fact of the body positioning. Okay, so from this position to this position. Now, it doesn't necessarily say your body should maintain a full facing position. Really, in theory, if this is a side rear, then this position here, this is just the extension, it's not a low block. This is like half facing here. And then we go full facing for the front strike. Okay, so let's just go stepping forwards. First of all, we'll step forward with your left leg. So then you can strike with your right hand. Yeah, side rear, this way. So this would be just like in Tege when we do the low block and the back fist side back strike, this way. So this is the same, except this hand is just an extension. It's not a low block. So it could be there like that, right? And this is here. So if you look from the side, this way, yeah? So we are striking behind, but to the side. So side, rear, okay? So we've gone doing that technique, and now we're going to shift backwards. So we've got to bring the weight forwards, shift back as we do the front strike, like that. So we're going to do that combination. Ready? And hana. Good. Haro. Same leg. Hana. Good. Haro. Same leg. One more. Hana. And haro. Let's do the other one. So you step forward. One. So this is just reaction for this. action, reaction here, like that. 1, 2, okay? Ready? 하나, good. 바로, 둘, 바로, 셋, 바로, 넷, 바로, 다섯, 바로. So now we do a couple of steps. So give yourself a couple of steps in front. So you're going to step forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Ready? But one shout each time, but combination. So one shout, you do 1, 2. 하나, 둘, good. And 바로. Now one shout, you're going to do all 4. Left leg forward first. Ready? 시작. 바로. One more time. 시작. And 바로. 차례. 쾌니. And Hassan. Thank you very much.